Hi everyone, welcome back to Sports Breakdown and the Sport Bit once again. So, India triumph over Bangladesh and Virat Kohli scored his 48th ODI century today and his 78th overall in international cricket. What a win for India as India make it 4 out of 4 in the ICC ODI World Cup. So, here comes the post-match review of India versus Bangladesh. Brilliant win for India today, 4 out of 4. And after that we'll be discussing about the Australia versus Pakistan. So Ritam's not there as host today, so I'll be taking over the responsibility today. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, so put in the chat box. I'll put the link for anyone to join. Yep. So here it is. So anyone who wants to join can join. Yeah. So let's go ahead and discuss about the match. All right, guys. So Bangladesh won the toss. Bangladesh chose to bat first. We didn't have Shakib Al Hasan today. Shakib Al Hasan actually had an injury. He had a quadricep injury, and then he was not available today. So Bangladesh had to replace Shakib with Nasu Mahmad today in the playing 11. But let's come into the action. So anyone who wants to join, here is the link. I'm talking a bit softly because it's late night, but anyone who wants to join can join. Here's the link. And yeah, let's discuss about the match. So yeah, Bangladesh batting first. Yeah, we saw early actions in the power play itself. Hardik Pandya getting injured. I hope he's okay. I'm not sure. Hardik Pandya is going to get scans, it seems. So I don't know how the fitness of Hardik Pandya is going to be now. And we saw Virat Kohli bowling after 6 years today, so that is interesting. That was exciting to see him bowling 3 balls today. So that was good to see. But okay, talking about the Bangladesh first innings, I think good start, good opening partnership between Tanzit. I thought Tanzit and Nitindas played a bit slowly towards the start. I think Tanzit took some time to settle in, but he really did his part. But the problem is, after getting a 50 for both of them, one of them at least could have gone and scored a century. And we didn't see that from either Ritindas or Tanzid Hassan. So that is a bit of a disappointment, I would feel, not seeing either of them converting that 50 to 100. And full marks should go to the bowling, obviously, Kuldeep Yadav and Ravindra Jadeja. Brilliant bowling today from both of them today. Absolutely, because Kuldeep Yadav, I think, finished with 1 for 47. He only got 1 wicket, but Jadeja, as usual, Jadeja has been amongst the wickets in India. It was in Pune today. Expected the spinners to get the wickets, especially after the fast bowlers getting hampered by runs. So it's good to see that Jadeja getting wickets, because Jadeja is not contributing that much with the bat. We expect Jadeja to at least contribute with the ball, and we saw him picking up wickets. So that was crucial. But after that, we didn't see much of Shanto, Mehdi Hassan Mira's scoring much runs. Tawhid Idroi, very disappointing World Cup so far. Not scoring boundaries at all. I think that's inexperience, I would feel, from Tawhid Idroi, not performing well. Mushfiq Rahim thought he did okay. Mamdullah, as usual. I expect Mamdullah to bat a bit higher up the order, in my opinion. I don't know why he's not batting up higher the order. In my opinion, above Tawhid, I would feel that Mamdullah should be batting at maybe number 5, I would feel, and Tawhid batting at number 7. I don't know Tawhid being dropped, because Tawhid hasn't been scoring much runs for Bangladesh as of late. And even if he's scoring runs, he's not managing to score boundaries after settling in even. So that's a bit of a concern, I would feel. So 256 is not enough against India, especially in Pune, I feel. I think maybe 300 plus, 310, maybe 60 or 17 runs, I would feel they're short, in my opinion. All right, we have Rahul joining us all the way from USA. Yeah, Rahul, how are you doing? It's been a
Yes,
while.
I'm doing good, Pawan. How are you? I couldn't
Um,
be feeling better defeating Bangladesh. It's what to say,
yes,
and
yeah, enemy
it,
team,
it
I would
gives me
feel.
more pleasure than defeating Pakistan, to be frank.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, it's really good. But your thoughts, especially Virat Kohli scoring the century, I know it might have hampered a bit of that net run rate, but King Kohli scoring his 48th century, and we know 2011 also he scored a century, and India won the World Cup. Now 2023, he has also scored a century. But your thoughts, especially Virat Kohli's century, and then the batting performance of India also.
Yeah, another complete batting performance from India from start to finish. Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill they gave. Yeah, definitely wasn't as explosive a start as we saw against Pakistan, but still it's a was a very decent start and put Bangladesh on the back foot immediately in the match.
Hmm.
As for Virat Kohli's century, fantastic knock. He's been in good touch in this tournament, except the one failure against Pakistan. As far
Yeah,
as going for his century is concerned and the hampering the net run rate, I mean, just now came off a discussion in my WhatsApp groups about it. To be honest, India right now
yeah,
stands at 4 wins from 4 matches.
yeah.
So my argument is, where is the need to worry about net run rate?
Hmm.
Sri Lanka can worry about net run rate right now because they're on no wins and
Last,
3 losses.
yeah,
Sri Lanka
definitely,
can think about margin of victory if they're winning a match. But
yeah,
for India right now in this situation, it doesn't make any sense. As long as the win is secure and you're getting 2 points, you
definitely,
don't need to
absolutely.
think about net run rate too much. And semi-final qualification seems very certain
Hmm.
right now. And even if India loses 1 or 2 matches, we're not going to lose it the way we've been winning matches.
Definitely.
That I can be very sure of. We will definitely put up a fight and lose by a very close margin, even if we are to lose any games in this World Cup. This team has been playing very well. We have chased down 273 in 35 overs versus Afghanistan. Against Pakistan, 192 in 30 overs. In
Yeah,
this match, we chased 257 in 41 overs. Where is the need to worry about net run rate, in my opinion? We've been winning
definitely,
fairly
absolutely.
comfortably. Okay, Kohli went for his century. I know, yes, it's a little bit selfish of Kohli to go for the century, but the win is secure. We've already won the match. And what was the big difference because of Kohli going for his century? We won in 41 overs instead of 39
Absolutely.
overs. Big difference.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely. Yeah. So anyone who wants to join, here's the link. Anyone can join, like Rahul. So yeah, let's discuss Hardik Pandya's injury. Is that going to affect the playing 11 according to you? If Hardik Pandya's injury is serious, will that balance be affected? Especially, I mean, India in Shardul Thakur at the moment, but he seems to not be performing in the ball at the moment. I don't know whether he's a reliable batsman as well. So your thoughts, if Hardik is ruled out, do you see return of Surya Kumar Yadav in the playing 11, and
um,
whom to replace? Do you think Shardul should be in
it's
the playing
going
11 in the first place?
I don't think I from the beginning, actually, right from the start of Asia Cup itself, I'll say I've not been a fan of Shardul Thakur playing in the team. Yes, he can suddenly surprise you and pick up wickets at
Yeah.
crucial moments. He might score runs, but he's not. He's been very on and off, unpredictable. He's hit or miss. He's a hit or miss
Yeah.
player. We have to admit that he's not as consistent as Hardik Pandya.
Hmm.
So if Shardul Thakur were to get injured, no, I don't wish injury upon anyone. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but if
Yeah.
Shardul Thakur were to get injured, I wouldn't feel like, oh my god, this is a huge blow for the Indian team. But if
Hmm.
that happened with Hardik Pandya, I would feel it's a huge blow to the team because he contributes with both bat and ball more than Shardul Thakur, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
Agree. Absolutely.
I'm not sure about Surya Kumar Yadav or Hardik Pandya because that is not a like to like replacement. In all
Hmm.
honesty, you can't replace an all rounder with a batsman, especially
Yeah, but
when that all
I
rounder
mean,
is your
there's
sixth bowler in the team. Then you're reduced to five bowlers. You
hmm.
cannot do that. I feel you
Hmm.
need to bring in Ravi Chandran Ashwin instead of Shardul Thakur. He may not be as good a batsman as Shardul Thakur, but
Okay.
he's a full fledged bowler at least. With
Yeah.
Shardul Thakur right now, with the way he's performing, I'm feeling we have neither a batsman nor a bowler in Shardul
Or a
Thakur.
bowler.
It's like we have a playing 10 instead of a playing 11. If you see these last two
Absolutely.
matches versus Pakistan and Bangladesh, even when all the other bowlers were doing well and taking wickets against the
Oh.
opposition, Shardul Thakur alone was leaking runs. If all the bowlers are doing badly and you're conceding 350 in a match, I won't point at Shardul Thakur alone. But when we are bowling opponents out cheaply, and still
Mm.
one bowler is performing badly, you have to recognize it. And I think Shardul Thakur has to be dropped, especially in upcoming matches. We're playing on spin friendly tracks. I think you should bring in Ravichandran Ashwin. He can be very helpful. He might contribute with the bat, but even if he doesn't, you have a full fledged bowler in Ravichandran Ashwin, and he has
Definitely.
experience as well. So you can bring him in maybe for Hardik Pandya. It would weaken our batting lineup a little bit, but that is okay,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
definitely. Yeah, I think anyways India in a good position to definitely qualify. I think only 2 wins needed for them to qualify for the semi-finals. So I mean, they can take the risk and obviously rest Hardik if it's the injury is that serious. So we've got a comment from Krishna Gopal. He's saying Shardul will only play next match at number 6 and Shami will come. Both will
That
play.
is
Your
that is
thoughts?
another aspect. Actually, I feel Mohammad Shami should come in the playing 11, and he should play with Bumrah and Siraj. Next match is happening in Dharamshala. Among all the grounds that are being used for this World Cup, that is the most pace friendly venue. So,
Yeah,
in my opinion, we should attack with the Bumrah, Siraj, and Hardik Pandya. In my opinion, and ideally maybe bat first in that match. So far, in
mm,
all the four matches, India has been chasing targets. So we need to bat first in some match. It's important we get some practice batting first as well, because we don't
yeah,
want to go into the semi-finals and then be batting first for the first time in the tournament. We don't want a situation like that. So I also,
yeah,
Dharamshala conditions, I feel, would favor pace a little bit more under the lights. It would be harder for New
mm,
Zealand to face the Indian pace bowlers.
exactly.
We would have a better chance facing New Zealand bowlers during the daytime at the 2 o'clock start. If you
Yeah,
notice the match against between Netherlands and South Africa, I think South Africa made a big mistake by letting Netherlands bat first in the match, and they
mm,
struggled under lights against both pace and
absolutely.
spin, to be fair, against Netherlands. So
Yeah.
uh, India shouldn't make the same mistake.
Definitely, yeah. So we got Kunal joining us. Um, Kunal, your thoughts, especially, Virat Kohli obviously scoring his 48th century today. Good news for the Indian cricket fans. Only two more to obviously overtake Sachin Tendulkar. But India team as a whole, how satisfied are you with the performance, especially Bumrah, especially him bowling really well today, especially York, I think Mushfiqur Rahim, if I'm not mistaken, today he yoked one of the bowlers, I think, yeah. And Siraj coming back into because that's also good news, him not conceding that much runs. So good news overall, except for that Hardik's injury. But your thoughts,
Yeah,
Kunal?
90% I am satisfied. 10% I will give to Shardul Thakur. I don't know means what is the role of Shardul Thakur again, because he's not looking too much economical bowler, and we know how Shardul Thakur will help us. And I don't know what is the Indian strategy bringing the number 8 batsman. If top 7 can do nothing, what your number 8 batsman will do. And
Hmm.
one more thing, when you are bringing R. Ashwin, we see same thing when there was no wicket from the openers are making runs in drinks break. You are going to Ashwin. Ashwin is suggesting you that yes, you can do like this. I don't
Yeah.
know means why then Ashwin is out of the playing 11. Ashwin is a type of player, not only bowl, he can also bat also in difficult condition. If you want single, doubles, he can score boundaries. Uh, I guess he will score more runs when where India needed.
Hmm.
I think suppose when Hardik Pandya, suppose today, if
Yeah.
Virat not scoring century, no Hardik Pandya today. So I think in place of Jadeja, you can use Ashwin. Yeah, Ashwin can finish
Definitely.
matches for
Hmm.
you. I think you should understand the reliability of each and every player, which player is important in which condition. I don't
Yeah.
see Shardul Thakur is our all-rounder. I don't know means how they characterize him as an all-rounder. If I talk about Asia Cup, we lost against this Bangladesh. Same team, same bowler, no change. Only one change was
Hmm.
Shakib Al Hasan.
Yeah, I think Shakib was a big loss for Bangladesh. We clearly saw, I think, because I think Tauhid, Hidroy was struggling to score runs today. I think the middle order, especially Mehidi Shanto, didn't have much experience. I think they missed Shakib the bowler more, I think, than Shakib the batsman also. I feel today really badly because we see Indian top order. They've always been scoring runs. Coming to Rahul, your thoughts of the Indian top order? Because I mean, Gill coming after fever, I think he's made impact. He's scoring 50s. I think the opening partnership has been going really well. So good news for India. Rohit Sharma is also in good touch at the moment. So your thoughts on this Indian batting, especially Rohit Sharma has been performing in the last 2 to 3 matches. Gill performing straight away from the Pakistan match itself. So your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a very good sign for India that both the openers are performing well, and we also are getting runs from Virat Kohli as well. The top order is doing the heavy lifting, as I expect, and that's what I was talking about before the tournament as well. That Virat
Yeah.
Kohli, Rohit Sharma, and Shubman Gill, they should really do the heavy lifting and they should score a lot of runs if India's to do well in this tournament and lift the trophy after lift the first ICC trophy after 10 years. They want to do that. Then these guys are like the the mainstays of our batting order. They have to do well. You can't rely if you rely too much on the middle order too often in the tournament. You're setting yourself up for failure. So now the only concern is that if there is a collapse in the semi-final, our middle order should be able to handle the pressure. That is going to be the big question because if you saw the pattern in 2019, Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan, and then later on KL Rahul, they were giving India good starts with the bat. But then when the semi-final came, we couldn't handle the pressure. They
Yeah,
got out cheaply, and
absolutely.
then the middle order couldn't handle the pressure. Thankfully, we have a
Yeah.
better middle order this time around, but still, if you're not tested during the tournament and you're finally tested for the first time in a semi-final, that can pressure can get to anyone, experience
Mm.
or not, abilities or not.
Definitely. Good point raised out by Rahul over there. But let's talk about Bangladesh also, Kunal. Any thoughts, especially Shakib injured today? Your thoughts? Do you think 256 was enough, especially against a team like India? Because the openers went very well. I don't know, but the middle order again collapsed. I think Mahmudullah coming batting lower than Hidroy and Mehdi Hassan Miraz. Your thoughts? Because the shuffling of the Bangladesh batting, I'm not really satisfied with the way that they're handling their batters, especially like selecting the batting order. So your thoughts? What really went wrong with Bangladesh after a good start?
Actually, pitch is clearly flat, and I think Bangladesh missed Shakib Al Hasan 50 runs. If we add 50 more runs, it will be automatically 300 plus. But I think Bangladesh team is okay with his batting. Tanjeed Hassan finally firing with his bat.
Because I think they were trying to drop Tanzit today and then making Mehdi
I think
Hassan open.
uh,
I think that was
they are
good
not
that they didn't do
thinking
that.
in that way. I think we are thinking in that way, maximum
Yeah,
fans, because of
yeah,
his performance. But I think they
yeah,
are trying to groom him as an
mm,
opener. That's why he giving him chances. I guess
yeah,
everything was okay. If Shakib was there, there will be a 300 plus runs. I don't think that. Yeah, you can say 20-25 run short due to Tohid Hirday. He was very slow in middle overs. I think at that
yeah,
time Mahmudullah should be there, but I think it was okay for Bangladesh team. One mistake
mm,
Bangladesh from the bowling side was only one over to Mustafizur Rahman, whose record against India is great. You are giving only
mm,
one over in first 10 overs. If in first 10, if you
mm,
took Rohit Sharma wicket early on, it may create pressure. It may create a situation like Australia, 2 for 3. It
absolutely,
can be possible. So I think
absolutely.
they missed the trick, and after that, Rohit goes on for firing, and Shubman Gill was also there, 50 plus. So well done, Team India.
Mm. Selection on Nasu Mahmad, Kunal, do you think that was the right choice instead of
I
Shakib? I mean,
think
he didn't have much
I
team
think
experience,
Mehdi
but
Hassan was better. He gives you some batting also, far better than Nazum Ahmed. I think Mehdi Hassan can gives you some wicket also like Mehdi Hassan Miraz. But it's
mm,
okay. You got some runs. I want to say that try Mahmudullah should play up of the order at least number 4 or 5. He's good batsman still.
definitely, yeah. Rahul, coming to you, your thoughts on Bangladesh. I mean, I know you hate Bangladesh a lot, but I
Yes.
mean, uh,
Okay. Well,
but coming to the point, yeah. But I mean, Shakib definitely was purely missed. I think Bangladesh beat India in the last 3 to 4, three ODI matches. I mean, out of the four coming to this match. But your thoughts, anyways, of this Bangladesh performance today?
yeah, not a great performance. They didn't have a very bad score, I will say. They had a defendable score, in my opinion, and batting wasn't as simple on this pitch as compared to the Ahmedabad wicket that we played on
Yeah,
against Pakistan. But their bowlers didn't do a very good job. They didn't get wickets. They definitely missed Shakib Al Hassan in the middle order. After getting a very good start, finally Tanzid Hassan performed for Bangladesh. They've been trying, showing faith in him and trying to get him to perform. Finally, he made a performance.
yeah,
I mean, my initial thoughts were, oh no, finally Tanzid Hassan shows India against whom to do well. But anyway, we were
yeah.
able to pull
True.
things back after that wicket.
Yeah,
I actually felt India could have done better in the death overs. I think Bangladesh, they did pretty well in the death overs to get to
250
above
six.
250 in my opinion. Given they were 200 for six, India should have definitely finished off the
Mm,
Bangladesh tail better. I That's my only criticism from this match.
definitely.
But
Yeah, agree.
with the ball, as far as Nasu Mohammed's selection is concerned, I feel that is a justified selection because matchup wise, Virat Kohli struggles against
Left arm spinners.
Shakib
Yeah.
Al Hassan.
Mm,
So having another left arm spinner was a very good idea. Unfortunately, Virat Kohli handled it very
pretty well.
well. Yes,
Yeah.
he handled it pretty well in the end. And also, India's batting lineup has mostly right-handed batsmen,
Mm,
so having a left-arm spinner is handy, in my opinion. Unfortunately, Bangladesh couldn't capitalize on that matchup advantage.
definitely. Yeah. Coming to Kunal, don't you think for Bangladesh? I mean, I think Hassan Mahmood been playing for last two matches. Don't you think like a bowler like Tuskin would have been good against India? Because I think Tuskin also has a very good record when he comes against India. Like when we see in Bangladesh also and India also, I think Tuskin has a very good record against India if I'm not mistaken. So don't you think Tuskin could have played today instead of Hassan Mahmood or maybe even Shoriful?
Yes, but if we see present World Cup performance, it is also really important. You are not giving too much wickets that team needed. Then it happens sometime you are doing some experiment. I think Hassan Mahmood was also quite economical. He was not so expensive.
Hmm,
So I guess it was okay. It was a decision of a team management. It happens when your bowlers are not giving that much wicket that you are expected. So
definitely.
it may happens.
Yeah. All right. Rahul, before discussing about tomorrow's match, Shreyas Iyer's performance this time, I think he's throwing away the wicket. I don't know. Even we saw against Australia also the way that he didn't perform well, and then in this match also, we see that he's throwing away the wicket after facing a few balls. Very disappointing to see Shreyas Iyer performing like this. So your thoughts on him? I mean, yes, he has a good record in ODI cricket, but I mean, coming to the World Cup, I think. When he gets a start, he's not getting going and he's just completely losing the wicket. And compared to KL Rahul has played a bit more sensibly, rotating the strike a bit more and relieving the pressure of the Indian camp as well. So, your thoughts on Shreyas Iyer so far?
Well, to be frank, this is Shreya Sayer's first World Cup. Yeah, maybe some pressure will be there, but in one match he
Yeah,
did remain not out. Two matches, in fact, he remained not out against Afghanistan, and as well as against Pakistan, he managed to score a half century and win India the match. So
yeah,
he has some confidence. He's not done particularly too badly that he has to be dropped from the team, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I'm
something.
just racing. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it's for, but he has to learn from his mistakes going forward. He shouldn't repeat the same mistakes in the upcoming matches. In fact, the shot he
Absolutely.
played today was not so necessary. In fact, I won't even say he shouldn't have gone for the shot, but he chose the wrong execution of the shot. He
Mm,
targeted the long boundary for
yep,
the sixer, and it did not come off. He could have gone straight down the ground. The boundaries are a lot shorter straight down the ground, so he could have targeted those instead of long on.
absolutely, absolutely. So, I think not much changes. Kunal, any changes for the New Zealand match? Do you think? Shami should play in the match? So Ashwin, what are the changes you expect for India against New Zealand? Especially it's in
Uh,
Dharmshala and a very important match, I
of
think,
course,
for both the
Ashwin.
teams.
Of course, I am ready. Ashwin should come in place of Shardul Thakur. Ashwin will
If
gives
Hardik
you
is
batting
injured,
also.
who would you bring? If Hardik is injured, is not fit
I
playing.
think report is already came that was not so serious, so might be precautionary if you want. But I think there is New Zealand team, so you need Hardik Pandya batting. But if Hardik Pandya is not available, then obvious there must be Ashwin because you need batting.
So
Ashwin
Ashwin's
can
going to
bat.
replace. There has to be two changes, right? If you're going to drop Thakur and yeah, if Hardik is not fit,
Yeah, I
so
think
who's
I
going to
will.
be?
I must go to Shami, Mohammad Shami,
All right.
Shami and Ashwin.
Rahul, you agree with Shami and Ashwin both playing for the next match, and the Indian
But
batting
I
gets a
know
bit
Hardik
weak?
will come.
To be frank, I don't know how Ashwin is going to come into this team, especially given that Hardik doesn't have a major concern. If you're playing in Dharamshala, I don't think you need three spinners in the playing 11, having Ashwin, Kuldeep Yadav, and Jadeja. Kuldeep Yadav and Jadeja is more than enough. Even having two spinners in the team for this Dharamshala match is looking like a lot, in my opinion. So I would bring in Mohammad Shami in the place of Shadul Thakur. That would be the only change from my side. Three frontline pacers, I think, on in Dharamshala conditions is a must. You have to treat it like it's England. Mm, that those are my thoughts.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to tomorrow's match now. I think we discussed enough of India versus
Yeah,
Bangladesh.
most awaited match.
Pakistan versus Australia. I think key match for Australia to win. Obviously, if Australia lose this, I don't know what's going to happen to their semi-final hopes because this is going to be a very key match for both the teams. Australia coming off a win and Pakistan also coming with two losses, but I think they won two matches and lost against India. Obviously, so
Only one, actually.
yeah, they lost against India. Yes, so it's their fourth match. Yeah, so they're also coming after a break and after a loss against India. So coming to Rahul once again, key match for both the teams. I do not know. I mean, Australia obviously coming with a win, but I'm not sure whether they are still high up in confidence. But your thoughts ahead of this match, especially when it comes to Pakistan bowlers, I think bowling wise, I think it's been a bit of. I'm not sure about Shaheen Shah Afridi so far. Has not been that impressive. I think he's having some sort of injury. I don't know. He's performing with injury, but good to see that Hassan Ali at least is stepping up. That is a good sign. I would feel for Pakistan. But your thoughts on the Pakistan bowling?
Yeah, to be frank, even Haris Rauf, I have to say, is not at his best. Hasn't
Yeah,
been at his best so far in this tournament. The Pakistan bowling as a whole hasn't been at their best. They even in the match, two matches they won, they conceded 344 against Sri Lanka. Even against Netherlands, also they did bowl Netherlands out for 200, but after a lot of struggle, they were given some competition over there against
yeah,
Netherlands. So they're not at their best. Having said that, though, before the tournament started, if I looked at this Australia versus Pakistan match, I would have definitely said Australia has the upper hand. Maybe 60% Australia will win. But right
yeah,
now in the situation Australia is in, I'd have to say it's 50-50 because Australia is on one win out of three matches. Pakistan is on two win out of three matches. So Australia needs these 2 points more badly than Pakistan needs it. Because if
yeah,
Pakistan loses this
absolutely.
match, they're still 2-2, and Australia is also 2-2. So no big deal. They're still in the contention for qualifying for the semi-final. But Australia, they need to win this match, or they'll be under pressure, hard pressed to win other matches. They still have a match against the uh, England coming up, so
Yep.
they have to win this match. If we're
They have some
talking,
tough
so that
matches
is a
coming up.
psychological aspect of it. Matchup wise, the reason I went for 60% Australia prior to the tournament is because this match is being played in Bangalore, the Chinnaswamy Stadium, and this is going to be a batting friendly conditions. Boundaries are going to
Mm.
be very small, and I feel Australia has a few more batsmen in their lineup who are designed for playing in these kind of conditions. Pakistan not
Absolutely.
very much. So they have Imamul Haq, Babar Azam, and Mohammad Rizwan as part of their top order. But these are very conservative style batsmen. In Bangalore, you cannot have those kind of batsmen. You need attacking batting, like almost T20 style. Pakistan has a
Definitely.
few of those batsmen further down the order, but they may not
Hmm.
last very long enough to have an impact. Is having with
Hmm.
Australia, I think, although they do have Steve Smith and Labuschagne, who are also very conservative batsmen, you have David Warner and Mitchell Marsh who can turn it on as openers, and they can start attacking and scoring quickly if the
Definitely.
situation requires so. And in
Yeah.
the middle of order as well, they've got Glenn Maxwell. For Maxwell, basically Bangalore is his home ground. He plays for RCB in the IPL, so he
Yep.
knows this ground very well. And I think Alex Carey, Marcus Stoinis, they can also make use of the short boundaries in the Chinnaswamy Stadium. So matchup
Definitely.
wise, Australia has a better batting lineup to capitalize on these conditions, and also Pakistan bowlers are not at their best. So
Absolutely.
it's
Absolutely.
going to be
Agreed.
50-50, but the 50-50 is because we have to see how Australia is psychologically. They've had very poor batting performances so far.
Mm,
So
definitely.
going to be
I think
very
even
interesting.
against Sri Lanka, I think it was not convincing the way that they won, even though they won the match. I think the top order really didn't perform. I mean, yes, apart from Mitchell Marsh and Josh English, I think both played really sensibly, but I still think like Smith, Warner, Labuschagne, I think especially Labuschagne should have played better. But coming to Mahin, yeah, we actually now discussing about the preview of Pakistan versus Australia right now, but your thoughts towards this match, because Australia really need these 2 points. If they don't win, I don't know whether they can qualify to the semi-finals unless they win the remaining matches. So your thoughts is very critical for Australia to win, especially, but their batting hasn't really been clicked yet, except their middle order. I mean, Josh English last match scored a good 50 against Sri Lanka, and I mean others stepped up, but they've really not been that much convincing when we see their batting performance against India or South Africa. So your thoughts?
I think according to me, Pakistan bowling is not up to the mark in this World Cup. I've not seen them playing their best. So Australia have an upper hand in this match. So, but my main thing is that their top order is to the best. Steve Smith, Labuschagne, they are one of
Bro, your voice is not very audible.
Yeah, we can
Hello.
hear that much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Huh.
Now, and it's yeah. Yeah. You can continue. Yes.
In the previous match against Sri Lanka, we saw that apart from Mitchell Marsh and English, no one means played that much good in order to be considered. So that is the
Yeah.
main point to consider for Australia. Their bowling
Mm.
is good, but
Yeah.
the batting also needs to be more. That's
Definitely. Thoughts on the Pakistan batting, especially even Rahul mentioned, like in Bangalore, the it might not suit certain Pakistan batters because they're not much aggressive. Apart from this one, I think Abdullah Shafiq made a point in last two matches the way that he approached. But your thoughts also about the Pakistan batting, because Babar Azam hasn't really stepped up yet in the World Cup
yes.
so far, even though they have two wins.
Because in the India Pakistan match, we saw that they had a good start, but then suddenly when Rizwan got out, then everybody started got out. Babar Azam, Rizwan, everyone.
Yeah, that's
So that's
a
the
concern.
problem. And main problem is in their bowling.
Mm, definitely, yeah. Kunal,
It's a
coming
good.
to you. Yeah, yeah, definitely, yes. Yeah, if you want, you can continue. Yes, mine with your
Okay,
point.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, all right. Kunal, your thoughts, especially when it comes to Pakistan. I think we've seen the top order obviously scoring runs, middle order really not stepping up yet, especially Iftikhar Ahmed. We've seen he can make impact, but he hasn't shown yet. Shadab Khan, not really proven. So the middle order not really proven yet, but this match against Australia, I think, will suit them, especially in the pitches in Bangalore. I think middle order can step up. So your thoughts, especially on Pakistan middle order?
Yes, of course. When it comes to World Cup, I always be with Asian teams. In Sri Lanka versus Australia, also I was with Sri Lanka. Not about the form; it is all about means my favorite. So I think again I am going with Pakistan. I don't know people will hate or say something. I don't care. But yes, if I talk about Pakistan team, I will first talk about the positive things for Pakistan.
Yeah.
No matter how you win it against Sri Lanka, means you are doing acting or you are something what you have done,
Hmm. Definitely.
everything is
Yeah.
okay when you win it. You win
Yes.
it, it's final result is important. It doesn't matter you are doing
How
acting,
you
you
win
are
it.
doing something, yeah. It doesn't matter at the end. Same today in today's match also, at the end Virat Kohli make a century, doesn't matter umpire don't give in the wide. So I
Definitely.
think
Yeah. Yeah.
for Pakistan team I will say that Pakistan team will definitely remember that match. They will try to vanish that match against India what they have done. They will go into the positive side, and positive side is that their middle order have something to prove. And I think this is a ground where their batsmen will be capable. And I'm seeing again Abdullah Shafiq is going to fire. Big prediction from my side that Abdullah Shafiq might get 100 again. Good player, he can play spin better. And remember one thing, Australia is one spinner short. I don't
Mhm.
see Maxwell is a proper wicket taking spinner. He is a type of part timer. If
Yeah.
you goes on attacking regular intervals, might be he will get a wicket. But this is a flat track, so
Could
Pakistan will
struggle.
try to put him in a radar. In their 10 overs will be very crucial for Pakistan team. Try and make it. And we see same thing in South Africa also. Zampa 113 runs, 10 overs, handed Klassen. We remember that also.
Yeah.
So anything can happen for Pakistan team. I guess Iftikhar Ahmed, Babar Azam, Rizwan, they have capability. Abdullah Shafiq, even Imamullah, he was good against India in
Mm.
previous two matches. Compared to previous two matches, he was good. Shot was good. When you are connecting ball with the middle of the bat, that shows the confidence of particular players. So I think
Exactly. Yeah.
for Pakistan team, what they have to do, they just come with positive energy. Everything they can, it can be happen. People are saying that they are not hitting a single six in a power
Power
play.
play. Yeah. They
So
don't have. Yeah.
tomorrow, I guess they are going to hit sixes in first 10 overs. One, maybe one or two, but yes, they are going coming with a different intent because Pakistan knows it very well that yeah, it is not a joke that a team can be a number one rank side, whether they
Yes.
are playing with any team. It doesn't
Mm.
matter. It is B stream, C team, but yes,
Absolutely.
Pakistan have big possibility attack this Australian side. Their spinners are still weak. Only one match, Jampa took 4 wickets. This also
That
big
was against
point.
Sri Lanka, yeah.
Yes,
But I think because Maxwell knows the pitches, especially in Bangalore, because he
yeah.
plays for RCB, I think he could make an impact. But yeah, before coming to you, Rahul, yeah, you can come with your point. Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to say something about the Pakistan team. I think the loss against India is a big wake up call for them because I think they need to focus on cricket right now, to be frank. And starting right from the Asia Cup, you can see that the focus is not on the cricket for Pakistan. Half the focus is on whether we will host the Asia Cup or not, whether India will come to Pakistan for the Asia Cup or not, whether we
Yeah.
should play World Cup in neutral venue. Then, when they came to India finally for the World Cup, they were talking about biryani in Hyderabad. All this saying we will get support because of Muslims. Then, half the focus is not on the cricket. And but anyway, when
Yeah.
they were winning the first two matches, everything was fine for them. They weren't complaining much. After losing to
Mm.
India, suddenly they are complaining about crowds, what music the DJ is playing, uh, or what chants the crowds are making. All this stuff, they're not focused on cricket right now.
Mm.
Anyway, I mean,
Mm.
I got my chance to criticize Pakistan, yes, but the main point is they're not focused on cricket. Now they have to get back to cricket. They have to focus on cricket. The loss against India, it is a wake up call for them, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So coming to the
Definitely.
subject of Glenn Maxwell, actually, speaking, I think if Glenn Maxwell bowls in this match, if he bowls at all, I think Pakistan should target him and take him out of the attack in his very first over itself. That's what
Yeah.
needs to happen. And if Australia, if they see Pakistan going after Glenn Maxwell, they should not give him more than one over. They should take him off of the attack immediately, because I think Pakistan is going to
But you
target.
have to complete 50 overs
Yes, they
anytime.
are going to target Glenn Maxwell. But what I think is the only spin bowler who should bowl in this match for Australia is Adam Zampa. So you can have Stark, Cummins, and Hazelwood bowl. These will be three pacers. So between these four bowlers, you'll get 40 overs. Other 10 overs, I think you need to bowl between Marcus Stoinis and Mitchell Marsh, in my opinion. Stoinis and Marsh
Okay.
can basically do a holding job, bowl line and length, contain the runs, don't give away too many boundaries. Their job is done, but I think Australia should avoid Glenn Maxwell bowling in this match. And maybe Stark,
Okay,
Cummins, and
man.
Hazelwood,
Yeah.
they should be your wicket taking options in this match. Even Adam Zampa, you cannot rely on him too much on a ground like Chinnaswamy Stadium. We saw in one match in South Africa on a flat wicket, he gave 100 runs in his 10 over quota. So, Pakistan, by that argument, Pakistan should target Adam Zampa also. I think that will be their opportunity, and they'll probably have to go after maybe Marcus Stoinis. I feel between Mitchell Marsh and Marcus Stoinis, Stoinis is a little bit of the lightweight among those two. So these are Pakistan's opportunities. For Australia, Cummins, Hazelwood, and Stark have to bowl well and get wickets.
Mm, yeah. But Rahul, coming back to you, Cummins' performance so far, are you satisfied? I mean, yes, he took wickets against Sri Lanka. He was impactful, but I don't think against the stronger teams, especially his captaincy tactics, I'm not so much impressed with Cummins so far, the way that he's captaining the team and the way that the team is also performing under Cummins as well. So your thoughts on Cummins bowling plus his captaincy, because it's
He's
not easy for a bowler
he's
obviously
definitely
to
not at his
lead a team.
best right now. He's been doing well in as a test captain so far. I mean, he's
Yeah.
a pace bowler and he's attacking with pace. It
Yeah.
makes sense that he's doing well as a captain in tests. But as far as ODI cricket is concerned, I think the problem more than his captaincy is the fact that he's not really. Australia has not played many ODIs coming into this World Cup. Since June, they played the
Yeah.
World Test Championship final. They played a long Ashes series. Then all of August, Australia played no cricket at all. Then
Yeah.
in come September, they started only in September they started playing ODI cricket, and they were not even sure whether they should make Pat Cummins the captain or Mitchell Marsh the captain. They were
Yeah.
not sure about these. In fact, if you notice before the World Cup, we saw one report saying Pat Cummins will be the captain. Then in mid South Africa tour, they changed it and said Mitchell Marsh is going to be the captain. Now suddenly they come to the World Cup and it's Pat Cummins who is captaining the team. So they're not even sure who is the leader of this pack. Then you can't expect them to perform well. Most other teams, they have a defined leader in the pack and they are
Mhm.
executing their job. That thing is
Do
not
you
there
do
with
you think
Australia,
that
even though they do have pretty much the same team. A lot of their playing 11 is settled. Pat Cummins is not doing very well as a captain and as a fast bowler as well. He's not doing so well, especially the second match against South Africa. He did very badly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Coming to Kunal, do you think like Cummins' captaincy, like his position in the playing 11 affects Australia? I mean, the composition, team composition in the playing 11, because we see Australia always going with three seamers and one spinner, and they can't include a second spinner. That's why they're trying to expect Maxwell to be their second specialist spinner. Do you think that tactic is wrong? Especially we see the other teams, especially India, going with two all rounders, good all rounders, one spinner, and having Kuldeep also. We don't see that with Australia. Depending on Maxwell as that second specialist spinner, and that could hamper Australia. When you have a Sangha who's in the reserves right now, don't you think, because Cummins also is not performing the ball that much as we see compared to Test cricket? I don't think he makes that much of impact, and then he can't bat that much as well. We see he's very inconsistent. So your thoughts on Cummins being that playing 11? Yes, we know he's a captain, but does his position affect the playing 11 of Australia right now?
Yeah, that is the only point that put Australia out of the World Cup. That you are coming with a single specialist spinner in Indian condition. Even other teams are trying their best to pick at least three spinners in this condition. If we talk about each and every team, even they have in reserves, they have Tanvir Sangha. So I don't know means what is in the mind of Australian team again. If I talk about other teams, also Sri Lanka, also I got some news that Matthews and Chamira is coming as a traveling reserve. So you have
Yeah.
to think about that. Yes, what is the team requirement? According to team requirement, you are bringing some players. In fact, Chamira was officially out of the World Cup, but suddenly he gained the fitness. So it
Yeah.
is all about your requirement. Means what is your imagination, what is your view about winning the matches. I think Cummins is
Mm.
not a good captain. You need another good captain. I think Michel Marsh impressed me much in this T20
I
series.
think more
So
than Mitchell we should have Steve Smith as captain. The way
yeah,
that
but I
he
am thinking
knows the
future.
tactics.
Means if you want to make any future captain. And again, I don't know why Alex Carey is out after India fixture. Alex Carey is out. I don't know what English have done. English have done only one half century, that was against Sri Lanka. I think Alex Carey should be there. A left hand batsman, right hand batsman is also important, both. But I guess Alex Carey is a good batsman. He performed well, and tomorrow is
Yep.
that type of track where Alex Carey can perform well. English is also good, but I think he should be there because English originally is an top order batsman originally in
Mm.
domestic.
Mm.
So I think, but if Australia is looking balance is okay, then it's up to their management. But I think Alex Carey should given the chances because he's a good player. And if I come to Pakistan bowling again, there will be some words, maybe from Rahul. He will say something for Pakistan bowling also. I think Shaheen Shah Afridi again. I think their analyst will definitely see the some matchups against Steve Smith, Warner. There will be
Yep.
some bad record of Smith also. Against Sri Lanka,
Yeah, he struggles.
he
Mm.
struggles against a left arm fast
Seamer.
bowler. I think Sri Lanka one bowler. I think Madhushanka who take the wicket of
Dishan Madhushan.
Smith and David Warner. So that is also in the mind of the Pakistan team. They will try to utilize Shaheen Shah Afridi, and I think one change bowler is good. Harish Roth should be bowl in three spells. That's why he will not be too, you say, more than 10 economy. I think in first spell he should give only 3 overs and then three and then last 4 overs spell in last 10 overs. So in that way, I think Harish Roth will be economical. So overall, I have made a plan that Pakistan should win it anyways.
All right, Rahul. Yes, you
Yeah,
can come to
so
your point. Yeah.
one thing I want to say about this match between Australia and Pakistan is it's actually a battle, also a battle of two very similar type captains. Pat Cummins and Babar Azam are very similar type captains, in my opinion. Only difference is one is a batsman, one is a bowler. That's the only difference. But both of them are very rigid with their plans, which you cannot do in limited overs cricket.
Definitely.
Their kind of tactics would work in a test match, but they wouldn't work in a white ball match because both of them have got very fixed templates of team selection and also bowling rotations during a match, and they will not deviate from these based on the match situation. Regardless of the match
Mm.
situation, they will go with the same kind of bowling rotation and same kind of tactics. They will not bother to change anything up. Both of them also, I think, have some selection issues because they each have a certain set of players who they want to select no matter what. Like for example, Babar Azam will never drop Mohammad Rizwan or Shaheen Afridi or Haris Rauf, even if they're not doing well and they're out of form. Similarly,
Yep.
Pat Cummins, he will never drop Smith, Warner, Stark, or Hazelwood if these guys are out of form. And earlier, Aaron Finch. Cummins will never
Yep.
drop these players. So they both have this problem of like what to say. We criticize India for this very often of having luxury
Mm.
players who you will not drop no matter what their form is. You will not drop them or make any changes, and also too rigid a bowling template, which you will not deviate even if based on the match situation. Right now, if you look at
Yep.
Rohit Sharma's captaincy, you can see Rohit Sharma. He looks at matchups. He rotates his bowling according to the matchups. So
Yep.
Cummins and Babar Azam, they really have to do that if they want to have success as captains. And for in Babar Azam's case, there is also a case for having Shaheen Afridi take over as captain because Shaheen Afridi has captained Lahore Qalandars to two back-to-back PSL titles, And
Even Rizwan is a good captain option as well for Pakistan. The way
mm,
that he leads
yes,
Multan Sultans, and plus he's a better think
absolutely.
also.
So there are other options for Pakistan. So I feel for Babar Azam, this is strange that we're saying this in Pakistan's case, but he needs to win an ICC trophy to really keep his captaincy at some point. Because now he
Mm.
has turned the team into title contenders. He's done that. But
Yeah,
if a trophy doesn't come, then then Shaheen Afridi and Mohammad Rizwan are waiting to take up the captaincy. They are waiting in the wings. You can't keep them out
maybe even
forever.
Shadab Khan also
They-
is a good option as well. As
Shadab Khan is the
Islamabad
vice
United.
captain of the team, and you saw with Virat Kohli. Although Virat, no matter how big your ego is, you will have to give up captaincy at some time. Virat Kohli had
Definitely.
to give up captaincy to Rohit Sharma, for
Mm.
example.
Hmm. Yeah, good point raised. All right. Let's go to predictions, guys. Tomorrow, Australia versus Pakistan. Highest run scorer, highest wicket taker, man of the match, and the winner. Let's start with Kunal first. How do you see this match going when it comes to prediction?
Pakistan to win it. Highest run scorer from my side, I am giving to Abdullah Shafiq. Very impressive
Okay.
with his innings. And highest wicket taker, I guess, of course, it is Shaheen Shafridi who will change the game for Pakistan, left arm fast bowler.
Hmm.
And man of the match, I guess, Abdullah Shafiq. He will score more. I guess 50 runs from Babar Azam also, he will contribute some. And in middle order, if Rizwan gets some balls, then he will also make 50 plus.
All right. What about you, Rahul?
Very interesting. So I feel I'm going to go with the Bangalore boy to be the highest run scorer. Glenn Maxwell. I'll choose the Bangalore boy. I'm calling him Bangalore boy. So Glenn Maxwell will be the highest run scorer in my opinion. I feel,
Interesting.
especially given that he comes in the middle order and with Pakistan's very weak spin bowling, I feel Glenn Maxwell is going to take them apart.
Hmm.
So I'm going to say the
Definitely.
top
Yep.
run getter is going to be Glenn Maxwell, and with the ball, actually, I have a very mm, maybe you could say a strange option. No, no, actually, I'll just go with I think Josh Hazelwood again, another Bangalore boy. I'm going to say Josh Hazelwood will get Pakistan's wickets
Hmm.
because he bowls a very good line and length, which you need on flat wickets. He can bowl in a very old-fashioned way, and he can contain the runs. He can induce mistakes from the Pakistan batsmen. So I feel Josh
Definitely.
Hazelwood is going to be the highest wicket taker, and probably man of the match will be Glenn Maxwell. I think Glenn Maxwell will do so well that it won't be a debate who the man of the
All right.
match will be.
Yep, and Australia winning. Yes. Yep, even I'm also going for Australia win. Highest run score, actually, I'm going to go with Mitchell Marsh. The way that he performed in the last match, scored a half century, I think is going to attack Shine Shafri. I think Shine Shafri and Harry Staff definitely going to struggle in the power play for me. And Mitchell Marsh again is going to be very aggressive and going to score runs. So I feel Mitch Marsh at the moment with his form, I'm going to go with him. Wicket taker wise, I'm going to go with Mitchell Stark. The way that he's been bowling so far, I know he hasn't been amongst the highest wicket takers in a match for Australia, but I think tomorrow is going to be Stark, and plus he's a former RCB player as well. Plus, Pakistan batting order struggles against left arm seamers, and they will struggle against Stark, in my opinion. So I'm going with Mitchell Stark. Man of the match.
Yeah,
Man of the match, actually, I might go with Mitchell Marsh, and yep, I think that's going to be the case. But Dream 11 tomorrow, Kunal, how do you see the combinations going to be tomorrow? Who to rely, captain, vice captain? How do you see that going?
I think Maxwell is the safest option for captain choice. He will gives you wickets also. He's going to bowl maximum number of overs, maybe 6, 7, and batting also. Considering the Australian batting, you make it batting heavy team, and you no need to pick all the three bowlers. You can go with one or two, I guess. Hassan Ali, another pick I am giving you Hassan Ali, and another pick I am giving you Hazelwood. Hazelwood playing for RCB, so I am giving with him Maxwell, and for Pakistan I am giving Shadab Khan. Yeah, he will gives you some points with bat. Don't know, maybe with ball also. It happens.
Mm.
Uh, I think batting wise, you will pick top order batsman. I think Imam ul Haq, Abdullah Shafiq, Babar Azam. Uh, I am not going with Marsh. I am going with Warner, Smith, Labuschagne. Six to eight to
Understood.
10, and one keeper is of course Rizwan. Rizwan,
Okay.
if Pakistan bat first, and if Australia bat first, uh, English.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Rahul, you were trying to raise a point. Yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought Kunal was talking about who should be the next captain of the teams. He was talking about playing 11. So, my bad. My bad. Anyway,
Yeah. Hope for a good match tomorrow. Let's see how Pakistan and Australia do tomorrow. Let's see if Australia can come with a win, and perhaps both teams will be 2-2, or Pakistan will take a 3-1 ratio. So let's see how it happens. So good to see Kohli obviously scoring a century today. We all see 48 centuries, two to obviously overtake Tendulkar. Rahul, do you see Virat Kohli when he retires going to surpass Sachin Tendulkar when it comes to most runs in international cricket?
No doubt.
he might
There is
uh,
no,
he might do that. We don't know because Kohli is 35 years old, going to be 35 years old soon in another couple
yeah.
of weeks time from now. So
Yeah,
he's not getting any younger. We can't. There's no guarantee that he will overtake Tendulkar's records for most international runs. I
yeah,
would probably say Tendulkar's records are safe because Kohli, we can predict that he's going to have a significant, his fair share of successes and failures over the next 2 or 3 years, and he may not play beyond 3 or 4 more years. This is probably his last World Cup. He's definitely not going to play another T20 World Cup, I think. And ODI World Cup, I don't think he'll play another one. Maybe I'm not even sure if he will last till 2025 Champions Trophy. Well, we know where that.
but he has the fitness. But he has the fitness definitely, I think, to last for next 3 to 4 years.
So
But I don't
he
know whether
definitely
there
has
is.
the fitness. I think it's more a matter of form in his case. Will Virat Kohli? The big question is: will Virat Kohli be the same batsman he is now? Sorry, will he be the same batsman in 2027 that he is right now in 2023? That is going to be a big question mark because in 2027 he'll be 38 or 39 years old. We saw in the 2019 World Cup, Dhoni was 38 or 39 years old, and he was clearly past his prime in that World Cup. Even though he was scoring runs, he was not able to what to say. He was not really scoring runs quickly enough for a middle order batsman with the Dhoni. So we have to see Virat Kohli is that same batsman in 2027.
Mm. What do you say, Kunal? Do you think, because there's 8,000 more runs, I think, for Virat Kohli to surpass Sachin
Six
Tendulkar?
thousand. I think Sachin was
6,000.
32,000 runs. I
I don't.
guess
I'm not
32
sure
or
about that.
34. Yeah, if you need 8,000, I think Virat is special because he take very less innings to reach the milestone. So I don't think he will take much time. Even if I talk about international runs, he will definitely going to break it by next year. By next year, he will suppress Sachin Tendulkar. Maybe it is 34,000. He will suppress it because
8,000 runs, 8,000,
yeah,
because Virat Kohli 26,000, 26, Sachin Tendulkar
I think
34,357.
By March Virat Kohli is going to suppress Sachin Tendulkar his international runs. I think
Oof.
hundreds might be by 2000, maybe two or two and a
Hundreds.
half years, two and a half
Bro,
years.
Kunal, 8,000 runs to take, it will take maybe about 2 to 3 years for sure for Kohli to obviously overtake. I
There
mean,
is, if you see the schedule of Team India, Test match is also there. I think I don't see Virat is that much that he was during COVID times. Now Virat Kohli is different. I think he's going to score more hundreds, more runs also. In this World Cup, I'm expecting Virat Kohli is going to make 300 more runs, 300 at least. 300 here and so many series is going on till March. So I'm expecting. Let's see. Who knows? The prediction will be right.
But it's great to see Virat Kohli obviously breaking records, coming back just 2 more centuries to overtake Sachin
In this
Tendulkar and
World
get
Cup, he
50
will be a
ODI century.
highest century all over the world in ODIs in this World Cup.
Wow. Rahul, what do you think? Virat Kohli 2 more ODI centuries to overtake the legend Sachin Tendulkar, obviously breaking records. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's had a phenomenal
it's
year
quite.
so far.
I would never have imagined in my wildest dreams that Virat Kohli would overtake Tendulkar in anything. To be frank, even though he has the talent, many batsmen have the talent, but you don't predict that they will overtake Sachin Tendulkar. So that is a very special achievement. Of course, we would like to see him score more centuries in the World Cups. So hopefully, he gets those 2 more centuries in the World Cup this time. I'm hoping he can get maybe a century every match from now. But anyway, that's a little bit too much to expect. But and I'm also hoping he'll get a century in the World Cup knockouts, the biggest match of anyone's career. But yeah, it's nevertheless still very special to see Kohli overtaking Tendulkar's records.
Mm. Also, the reformation of Kohli. I mean, as Kunal also pointed, Kohli obviously had a tough period, especially last 3 years. We saw him not scoring any international centuries. He had a real struggle. But coming to 2022, I think after the 2020 World Cup and especially Asia Cup, I think last year, and the reformation of Virat Kohli after 2022 has been brilliant, especially this year. The way that he's scoring runs, the intent he has, the hunger he has. So your thoughts, especially because 2019, 2022 probably was his darkest moments, especially him being captain, being sacked. And now the Virat Kohli, it's completely different. He's come back to what he was back then and completely is dominating world cricket at the moment.
That's why I am pretty much confident that he is going to score runs because it is all about the form and momentum. I think Virat Kohli has got momentum with this year. With this year, we see Virat Kohli is performing, and I think India is going more and more chances to this player. And of course, India will be very happy if we cross the milestone because this will be a very good record. Means imagine Pavan 463 innings Sachin took to make this type of century and Virat made it within 250 innings. So that is really amazing.
Definitely, yeah. All right, guys. So we'll end it over there. Thank you so much, Kunal and Rahul, for joining.
Thank
So
you.
yet again, brilliant innings from Virat Kohli once again, and Bangladesh lost their third match in this ODI World Cup. India triumph 4 out of 4 for them. Let's see how it goes against New Zealand on Sunday. But let's see who wins tomorrow. Pakistan versus Australia, and then we have 2 matches on Saturday as well. So thank you, guys,
Yes, thank you.
and we'll see you in the next video.
Yes.
Yeah.